Good afternoon, how are we all doing? Hope we're all good. Right, we are off to Aldeburgh down in Suffolk for a night fish. I did fish Aldeburgh about a year ago, maybe just over a year ago. We went to Aldeburgh. Had quite a good day's fishing down there. I had quite a few dabs out, some nice size whiting. I took the camera, I've done a really good video. We packed up, we left, come home, went to upload the video. Where's the camera? Had the car out, all my bags out, everything. Camera nowhere to be seen. Camera either got dropped walking back up the beach, or when I'm loading the car up, I've put it down, haven't seen it, driven off. Whatever happened, the camera got left in Aldeburgh. So that video never got uploaded onto the channel. So I had to go and buy a new camera, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we are back down to Aldeburgh today. Me, G, a friend of ours, Ronnie, he's coming down. I'm going to pick G up, we're going to go tackle centre, get some bait, blah, 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 make our way down there. I think we're aiming to get down to Aldeburgh for around 3:30, something like that. About 3:30 this afternoon, we're going to get to Aldeburgh. And then we're going to fish. I think high tide is about 3:30 as well when we're there. So we're going to be pretty much fishing the tide going out. Low water will be about 9ish tonight. And then about 3ish again in the morning, 3:30. That'll be high tide again. So we fish the tide coming in. So hopefully we do okay. We've just started that heat wave. We've got a little mini heat wave going on at the moment. Today is Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday they're predicting 27 degrees. So, like I say, I'm looking forward to it. It should be alright tonight. Like I say, I've got the beach shelter, but I'm not going to need like a thick jacket and a woolly hat and all the rest of it. That's not going to be needed. It's going to be nice weather out there. So just hopefully we can get a few fish out. Fingers crossed. I always cross them. Always. Never works, but I always cross them. Right, I will see you guys. Well, it's going to be a few hours for me, but it'll be about 5 seconds for you. I will see you when we are in Aldeburgh. Just arrived at Aldeburgh. We are here, and we said about 3:30, and it literally is. We've come right the way down. We're right down at the groins. We was going to fish a little bit further up. A few people up there, a couple of people fishing, but yeah, we've just followed the path all the way down. So we got that first little tower bit there. High tide as well now. High tide is now, so we know when we set up. Obviously later we're not going to get the tide come up too high and cut us off or anything. Sea looks good, nice and choppy. Looks good for a bass or two. We've got a bit of a wind coming down, bit of a northeasterly wind, but we've got the beach shelters and that. So right, that's it. Let's get all the gear out of the car. Let's get down there and let's get set up. Right, well we're still setting up, and Ronnie's shouting. We hadn't even set up yet, I hadn't even cast out. Hey Ronnie, look, little bass.
I want to get the freak in.
Yeah, those fine to get ya. Little scoody bass.
Can't even hold the bottom.
Hey. What was that one, Ronnie? Squid?
Yeah, squid. Yeah, no, I can't even get the bottom.
Yeah.
You've got to watch the ping.
He's got to watch them spies. He's alright though. Little scoody bass. Nice one, Ronnie. Well done, mate.
That's what I want.
I've not even cast out yet. My rods are still there. Oh, mate. Right, let's do this quickly because I want to get this in the water. As if he's had a fish out before I've even cast. Right hand side, 2 hook flapper. We got a fresh lug on there. Left hand rod, 2 hook flapper. We got a bit of squid, Right, today I bought a 3rd rod. And we'll talk about this rod in a minute. There's a little story behind this. Pulley pennel, and we've got one of those longestine prawns on there. Got a whole longestine. Right, let's get this in the water. So that's my first cast. Finally got some bait in the water. Can't believe Ronnie, man, our first cast. Literally cast out, sat down. He's probably sitting down about 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Jumped up and he went, I think I'm on. And pulled that little schoolie bass out. What a result that was. So what I was saying about this other rod, so these are the usual 2 rods that I use, yeah, Mustad Vikings. These are the 2 I use all the time when I'm beach fishing. I'm going to use these 2 all throughout the night. This third one I'm just going to use for the evening time. When it gets dark I will pack it down. This rod here is one of my dad's. He's got loads of rods in the garage. But this one, he had this made. Down in Hive in Kent. Early 1980s. 81, 1982. They measured him up. They measured like his stance, how he holds his hands. So it's all literally made for him, for his casting. I'm a pretty similar size to my dad. I mean, we're both 6 foot, we've both pretty much got the same arm length, so again this was absolutely fine for me. But if I remember rightly, I think he paid about 160, 170 quid to have this rod made, and like I say, that was in the early 80s and he's had it the whole time. And when I was a kid I used to always love fishing with this rod. Of all the rods he's got, it was always this one that I used to like fishing with. Grabbed another reel out the garage. What we've got here is a TF gear. Size of the spool on that, look, that is ideal for beach casting. That line just... So yeah, so that's going to be whole bait. So at the moment I've got a whole langoustine prawn on there. When I reel it in a bit and check it, I'll probably put a whole squid on there. I'm just doing whole baits on that one to try and get something decent out. But like I say, I'm only using that one in sort of daylight hours. Once it gets dark I will pack that down, and these are going to be the 2 I'm going to be using throughout the night. So yeah, we're all set up. G's got his bivvy thing set up there. I've got mine set up here as usual. We've brought all the stoves down. We've got sausages and bacon for the morning. We have got like a minced beef stew hot pot for dinner tonight. I made it today. This minced beef stew, vegetables, potatoes, gravy. I cooked it all up, cooled it down. It's gone in the cool bag. It's got all ice blocks in it, so that'll go on the stove a bit later. So we've got a nice bit of dinner. Oh, there we go. Aldeburgh, we're fishing it, and we're up by the groins. And everyone says the groins, everyone recommends the groins is a good area to fish. So hopefully that bass Ronnie got out is a good sign of things to come. So I've just reeled all of them in, checked the bait. Bait had been stripped down on the squid and the worm, totally stripped down. Langoustine prawn, that was still on the pulley pennel rig. So rebaited up, gone back out. So bait we've got for today. Got some fresh lug, Galston Tackle Centre. That's my fresh lug I am using. Boom. Oh. And then in here we have got these langoustine prawns. I've got about 7 or 8 of them in there. And in this bag here we have got a whole bag of squid that I picked up from Pownall's. I've done the same as last time as well. I've been sensible. Very hot. So it's all in a cool bag with the ice block. Just do that. Yeah, that's all in there in a cool bag with an ice block, so that'll keep the bait nice and fresh. Like I was saying on the last video, when it's this sort of heat, within minutes it just dries out. It goes all hard. It goes just dry, unusable. So I'm keeping it in there, keeping it fresh. Just realised as well, I've literally walked out of the house as I am in the t-shirt. I bought no jumper or no hoodie or nothing. So I know it's going to be a warm one tonight, but I'm hoping, yeah, hopefully it stays warm, it doesn't get too cold, because I've got no jumper or no hoodie. But the good thing about where we're fishing, if it does get cold, look, we're fishing here, G's there, my car is there. That is it. Car is there. That's what we wanted to see. We knew we were going to do a night fish, and we was thinking about Yarmouth North Beach, but when you take the beach shelter and the stoves and the food, there's so much stuff, and that's such a trek across North Beach to get all the way from the car down there. So that's why I said to G, but you know what, if we go Aldeburgh where we went last time, car's there, you fish there, hardly any distance to carry anything. So we were like, yeah, let's do it. And like I say, I'm glad we did, like I say, especially when he's had that bass out, and it's still early, very early. I want one out as well. Come on, give me a bass as well. So it's just coming up to 5:30. I think we started fishing, what, about 4? I think we got here R3, so about 4, it's about an hour and a half we've been fishing. And all we've had out so far is that bass that Ronnie got out. There's a guy fishing next to us, he was here setting up as we got here. I haven't seen him pull anything out as yet. Just made myself a cup of tea. Everyone's thinking, oh my God, it's hottest day and you're having a cup of tea. Do you know what? It's not a myth. A hot drink does cool you down on a hot day. It is a fact. And that is a bloody good tasting cup of tea, I'll tell you that. I do make a good cup of tea. Fact. Ronnie's got a little tangle going on down there. I might go down and give him. Is he alright down there, G? Ah, he's got it. He's got it. He had a little tangle going on. Good. That's what you get for catching the first bass. Oh, sun is there. That's slowly disappearing behind us. That's the weird thing. Although it's September and it's really hot weather, I was out last night. I was out with my mate Chloe, who had a little walk on the seafront, got ice cream. Come 8:30, total darkness, pitch black at 8:30. So we've only got like 3 hours really of light left. But I'm going to give it to about 6 o'clock. I want to get the stove heated up. I want to get the stove on the go, and then yeah, start getting this stew heated up. Get a little bit peckish now. Oh, G's on here. G is on here. Is that clutch off? Yeah, let it take line, G. Yeah. Oh my God, that. Do you see that, Ronnie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally, I was just stirring the stew, and I heard him shout, and as he got turned, and the guy, he's past the groin up there. Oh no! Now it's gone slackline. He's lost it. He's lost it. You sure? You sure he ain't swimming towards you, no? Oh, he's no way. I think it might have been. Oh, no way. Lost it. Oh, can you believe that? He lost it. It come off. Oh my God, that was a decent sized fish, whatever that was. That was decent. And that was on squid. He's using squid. Right, I'm going to reel these in, get some fresh bait on there. Oh my God, that would have been a decent sized fish, I'll tell you now. Oh, look at him, look. I'll get the tissues for him in a minute. He's going to have a little cry in a minute, I think. Oh, gut him, mate, gut him. Even the matey up there, he's on the next groin, and even he saw the rod go. Jesus, mate.
Ronnie's on. Oh, Ronnie's on. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. What you got?
Oh, what is it?
Is it a little bass?
No, I don't think so. Is it?
Yeah, it's a little bass.
It's a little bass again.
You got a little bass.
Oh no, he's got.
Go on, Ron.
Hey, look at his
Little
one.
baby bass. And we're going to run today.
Tiny
Little bass. That's what he's got. Exactly the
tiny
same.
little Scooty bass, look, tiny thing. Right, come here, mate. He's going to let me hold him.
That's exactly what Ronnie's just got.
Yeah, look, nice.
Nice, Dave.
Wicked. Right, we're getting Malnooked and we're getting back in.
A lot of bass about.
Hey, we've got a back. Oh, so I had a little knock. It was, well, quite a decent one. And I struck. But as I was reeling in, I was like, nah, nothing on there. Didn't feel like anything. And as I was saying that, I go, look, Ronnie's pulled one out. So G ran up to Ronnie with the camera to film Ronnie's one. Then as I reeled it in, just as he got to the surf, I see the little flash. Just see the little glimmer. And then G had to come running back. That was on lugworm. So the one that Ronnie had earlier was on squid. The good bite that G had earlier that he lost, that was on squid. But that bass I had out just now, that was on lugworm, fresh lug. Starting to bite, starting to bite. Right, how's our stew getting on? Oh, look at this. Oh. This is all cooked earlier. I cooked it and prepared it earlier, and I knew all I had to do was come down here and heat it up. Oh, that is going to go down a treat, that is, I'll tell you that. We don't feel like a great size, but...
Quite, it bent enough, Dave.
Yeah.
Did you see it bend? Oh no, you didn't. You
No,
still
I was
the stew.
serving the stew. Serving up dinner.
Don't worry about the stew, Dave.
I was serving up dinner, mate. He's kicking.
Oh. What we got? Oh, big bass. Is it? Is that? What is it? We're having that. Hey! Look at that.
Mate,
He's coming on.
oh look at that, mate, look at that. Whole squid taken on that, on a pulley pennel. Right, let's get him unhooked, we'll get him off. Oh, happy days.
Yeah.
Happy days, look at that.
God, the best man.
Nice. Get a phone, Bonnie, got it?
Yeah, got a few on them.
Nice, well done, wicked.
Yes, Dave.
That's lovely.
Well, I got so carried away with the bass and all the rest of it, with the streams are pretty much gone. G's had his, Ronnie's had his. Man. That's gone down the tree. That whole saucepan full. We've demolished a lot, all of it gone. Right, I'm going to get this down me. I'm going to get another whole squid back on that pudding pennel, and I'm going to lob that back out there. Try and get another bass like that. We measured him up. He was, I think keepers are 42. I think he come in at 38, was he? 38, 39 he come in, so he was just under keeper. He went back anyway, he's gone back, he's swimming around. But always when you're doing something, innit? Literally, I have my face that way, stirring the thing and serving the food, and G shouted at. He goes, mate, the rod, he goes, the tall one, because it's in the. And as I look around, yeah, I see it banging. Happy days, man. Hey, Dave's happy. Fishing, best sport in the world, isn't it? Right, it's just coming up to 20 past 8. We're losing the light. Sunset was 7:30, so we're losing the light a little bit. Cup of tea. So, we've got full 3 rods out there at the moment. I want to bring them in a minute, and then when I bring them in to check the bait, I've got some little night lights to put on there. I did the fluorescent ones, you know, the ones you snap and you give a little shake. Got a couple of them, so I'll put them on there. Right, all gone quiet at the moment. I had a couple of little knocks, G's had a couple of knocks, Ronnie's had a couple of knocks, but no one's brought any fish out. The guy next door, in that next groin, he's packed up, he's gone. He said he's been here all afternoon and he hasn't pulled any fish out at all. But he said he normally does well here, and I know it does well here. A lot of people, you know what I mean, do rate Aldeburgh. But there you go. So I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea. I'm going to bring them in a minute, put some night lights on there. And now it's gone dark, like the fish don't go, the fish go for the scent now. They obviously can't see the bait, they just go by smell, so hopefully get some more fish out. So it is 8:30 and it is a pitch of a lack out here now. I'll put these night lights on the end. We'll cover the torch, I don't know, the camera ain't going to pick them up. You can see them with the naked eye though, I can see them with me eye. Like I say, the fish now obviously just going to go for scent, that's all they're going for. So on the right hand side one here, I've got 2 bits of squid. On the one in the middle, I'll put that Longestine prawns, just 2 little bits on the hooks. And then on the left one, I've got a whole squid back out there again on the pulley pennel. I'm still in a t-shirt. Put the torch this way. Look at this, 8:30, pitch black. I just looked at the phone, it is 18 degrees at the moment. I'm still in a t-shirt. How warm it is tonight, unbelievable. Right, I can now concentrate, I can now see them easy. At the corner of my eye, if one of them flickers, I'm on it. Come on, now it's dark. Always fish is better in the dark, doesn't it? Or is that just what us fishermen tell ourselves? Nah, it does, doesn't it? Right, come on. Well, it's 10:10. I was literally just reeling in to check my bait. Didn't even know he was on there. And we just pulled a whiting out. He ain't too fat, he ain't too great a size. But, well, didn't even know he was there. Literally just reeled in to check the bait. Right, we'll get him off anyway. He don't look too good. I'll get him back in. Oh, he is moving. Well, blow me sideways. So I've just reeled the other one in to check the bait, and there's a whiting on there as well. But no wonder there was no movement on the rod with him. Absolutely tiny little pin whiting. Literally just hooked in his mouth. Right, I'll get him off. I literally just reeled that one in, whiting, and I thought, I'll check the bait on this one. Well, I suppose I might as well check the bait on that one as well now then. Right, let's get him off, we'll get him back in. Right, so both them whiting went back. Like I say, didn't know either of them were on there. Just literally reeling in to check the bait. But they've both gone back. Right, we rebaited up. All the worm's gone, fresh lug, it's all gone, run out. So on the pulley pennel, I've now put a whole Longestine prawn, one of them whole prawns is on there. And the two hook flapper rigs, squid on all of them. I'm throwing the back out. So let's see what happens this time. Let's see if we get a bite and we get a fish, or whether we literally reel in and we've got a fish. But as soon as that happened, as soon as I reeled that out, G went running over, thought, oh, I'll check his bait. Still nothing. Oh really? Yeah, I thought, why did you walk over? That's why I was looking around, I thought I saw someone was across the beach. So there you go. Right, anyway, let's keep an eye on these. Still want to get something decent out though. Still want to get something decent out. Well, in the darkness, we heard a shouting from Ronnie. In the darkness, we heard shouting. What's he pulled out? Whiting. Hey, he's not too bad a size.
Don't move it, don't move it.
He's not too bad a size. Quite chunky, isn't he? Hey, did you know he was on there, or was you literally just reeling in?
No, what you call it? He's been knocking me about.
Oh, you had a knock, yeah? Ah, there you go.
Go on, Ron.
So that's it, look, we're getting a little spell of whiting coming in at the moment. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, we are, G, yeah. Well, it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning. Fishing was quiet, very quiet. I fished up until about 12:30. I felt myself nodding a little bit, so I reeled in, closed my eyes, and yeah, I just dozed off for an hour and a half. I woke up. I think G's cast out, but he's in his tent. Ronnie's gone up to the car. He's gone up there for a bit. But I've just put fresh bait on. Pulley pennel's still in at the moment. But the 2 2-hook flappers, I'll just put fresh squid on. And we just cast it out. And I was saying earlier about the temperature, I was saying about how warm it was, but it has dropped. And we've got a really thick like sea mist, fog coming. Everything, all the outside of the shelter, everything's absolutely soaked outside. A really thick sort of fog has come in. But the night lights are still working, I can still see the top of the rods. So like I say, fresh bait out there. It's 2 o'clock, so we've got 2 hours till high tide. So the tide's coming like right back up again. Let's see if we can get something out. Right, it's just coming up to 3 o'clock in the morning. So we have got 1 hour until high tide. I don't think it's as high tide as it was when we got here yesterday, but still it's coming up a fair bit. Torch ain't going to do it any justice. Fresh bait all on. I've got a whole longestine prawn on the pulley pennel, thrown it out of a bit of distance. Right hand side 2-hook flappers, just a squid. Like I say, it's already got left now. The worms we've got on, I've only got squid and longestine. G's cast out there, he's got squid out there. I said to G though, I've got a feeling it's very quiet. And I said, I reckon when that sun comes up and the sea, you get that nice blue colour, could be in for a chance of like a nice early morning bass on a bit of squid. But who knows, innit? There's me saying nothing, and you never know, any minute now one of them rods just go, can't they? So that's all we can do, keep an eye on the rods. Hopefully get something. We've still got a few hours left yet. Like I say, it's 3 in the morning. We've got sunrise at 6. We've got the stoves for that. We're going to do sausages and bacon rolls and all that in the morning. I think the plan is we're going to fish till about 9 o'clock. I think that is the plan. But it just depends on bait, 'cause I know G's running low on squid up there. So it just depends on bait and depends on if we're putting fish out or not. But we will see. We'll see. Well, we've hit high tide. It is 4:30 in the morning. So high tide was about 20 minutes ago, something like that. And yeah, it wasn't quite as high as yesterday's one. Still a little bit, but nevertheless, still quiet on the fish front. Very quiet. Temperature's dropping again a little bit. It's weird. Every now and then it feels like it's getting warmer, then all of a sudden it just drops. But like I say, 4:30, only another hour, and that's it. We start seeing the sun coming up over there then. Daylight. As soon as that sun's up, that's just going to be instant heat. I tell you now, instant. Yeah. What can we do? Like I was saying earlier though, I think literally it will be as soon as that sun comes up and we start seeing the blue colour to that water, that's when I think we'll start getting a few bass out. Only time will tell. Right, just getting the old kettle on the boil. Put some water in there. Need to refill the flask. It's going to make myself a nice cup of tea, but obviously that flask, I think there's only a little bit left in there, and that's going to be cold now anyway. So let's yeah, I'm going to heat a bit of this up, get that boiled, get that back in the flask, keep an eye on his rods. Like I say, it's weird, it's let me turn that round the other way. Yeah, it's still pretty dark, it's still Do you know what I mean? But it's only an hour. I'll give it an hour and we'll start seeing some sunlight coming up over there. Tide slightly, like I say, high tide, slightly on the turn now. This is where it was yesterday. When it was on the turn, this is 12 hours ago now, we started fishing. And when it was on the turn, this is when Ronnie got that little bass out. And a couple of hours after the turn, that's when I got that decent bass out. Well, I've got a feeling it's going to be when that sun comes up. I did say that earlier. As soon as that sun comes up, I think that's when we'll start biting. But anyway, let's get this water boiled up. We'll get some hot water in the flask, make myself a nice cup of tea. G's back in his tent. Ronnie's still in the car. I think Ronnie's had a better sleep than he has if he was at home. He's back in the car. Right, come on fish, come on. Oh, well, I just pulled a little whiting out, but I've got stacked up with my other line. Look, tiny little thing, little pin whiting. I'll get him off and I'll throw him back in. Oh look, that's all twisted round there, twisted round there, twisted round there. Oh, nightmare. Right, get him off, get him back in and get all that untwisted. Bloody nightmare. I know the camera's not going to do it any kind of justice whatsoever, but we have a sunrise right there. I've got a picture on my phone, it looks alright. Yeah, you can just see it. Let me look on the camera, just see it, just coming up there. Cameras never do any justice though, do they? Whenever you take like pictures of the sun or the moon, the rain, anything like that, you never get the full perspective, do you, on the camera? But I'll tell you what, give it another 10-15 minutes and we'll start feeling some heat off that. It's starting to burn the fog off. You can still see it's quite foggy up that way, up towards the town. G's up and about, G's baited up, G's casting out. Ronnie's still asleep. Ronnie is still asleep. Just getting the stoves ready. I've got one here, I'm going to get G's one now and get the fin, and we're going to get some sausages and get some bacon on the go. It is a breakfast time. Oh, here we go, breakfast is on the go. We got some sausages, bit of bacon, and we've got some rolls in there, panini rolls. And G opened them yesterday and he's put butter in them already. So that's what we're going to have, sausages and bacon in panini rolls. He's got a couple of eggs in there, but I don't think I bought a spatula or anything. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, this is going to go down a treat. We'll try then. Oh man. What feels like, do you like? Oh yeah. That's the business, mate. Yeah, Ronnie, bit of breakfast down here. So what for some, innit? He wakes up just in time for breakfast. What do you think this is, a hotel or something, Ronnie? 7:30. We've all just baited up. Obviously, squids on the 2 hooks, squid on the 2 hooks, all we got left. I'll put a whole squid on the pulley pennel rig. Ronnie has spent all night in the car asleep, woke up just in time for breakfast, put a bait on his rod, cast out, and I don't know, I thought he was on. I saw it knock and I saw him strike. But if he's caught a fish, mate, what the hell, do you know what I mean? He's sitting out here. Yeah, G's caught nothing. I've been sitting out here most of the night, didn't get nothing after that. What did I have? Oh yeah, what did I have? What have I had in total then? I had a little bass to start off with, then I had the big bass, then I had a couple of whiting, and then I think it went totally quiet until I pulled out that little pin whiting this morning. But yeah, G's had absolutely nothing. And typical Ronnie, just cast in the water and he was biting. Right, we're starting to pack down now anyway. That's all going back to the car in a minute. I'm just going to wait for that to dry out a little bit, pack that down. So all I'm going to leave out is just my fishing rods and me stuff I'm fishing with. Everything else might as well go in the car because we finished with it all now. And then it's easier. Then give it an hour, hour and a half. When we pack down, we just got the rods to pack down. Right, come on. I still want another fish out before we go though. It's 7:30 and this is my last cast. That is the last of the bait. G and Ronnie, they've just cast out with their last. And this is the last of my squid. I've done it before in the last cast. Let's hope we can do it again. All packed up, everything. I just got to carry the box up, that bag. Oh, that's me tape there. It's always saying. Right. Whew, I've enjoyed it. It's been alright. It's been alright. Luckily, I got that decent sized bass out. What was that? A couple of pounds? It must have been. If it weren't for the fact I got that bass out, I literally would have had what, a tiny little whiting and a tiny little schoolie bass. And the same as Ronnie, he had the little schoolies as well. So I'm glad I managed to get that decent sized bass out. Shame that G didn't catch. He caught nothing at all. Gutted for him, man. Gutted. It'd been nice if he got something out. Even just a little pin whiting, just something, not to blank. Yeah, it's been good though. I've enjoyed it. Aldeburgh's been good. Definitely come back here and fish again. Like I say, especially night fishing. Cars there. You're fishing here. I mean, what more do you want? Do you know what I mean? We've just been carrying bits back bit by bit, rather than put it all on a trolley and lugging it all across the beach. Much easier. Rubbish in there. That whole bag. Look, bottles there as well. I ain't even asked. I just found them randomly on the beach. Been picking them up. Look, there's another one there. Look, someone's been down here enjoying themselves. Look, glass bottles everywhere. So rubbish is in there, my rubbish and half of Aldeburgh's rubbish. That'll go in the bin when I get up there. Right, massive thanks for watching the video, guys. I've had an awesome night. So yeah, it's been a good one. I've enjoyed it. Home, what's the time now? 8:20. So we'll be back for what, 9:30? I think it takes about an hour to get back to Yarmouth. Cannot wait to get in that shower. Cannot wait. Right, massive thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will see you on the next one.